Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Demon Souls live stream series. It is the 40th part, which means we are into a new group of 10, I suppose. Not that I really need to explain that to you. But 40 looks better than 30, so that's how I look at it. But anyway, it is currently the 27th, I believe. Yes, it's the 27th of March 2020 today, and I'm just getting my chats up at the moment. In terms of what we're doing in this video, I think we're going to have to take care of World 2, because I have been neglecting it, not because I don't want to go to World 2, but more because I did have a priority of taking on World 1. The priority being mostly in my head, because it's not like I was going to take on the False King before completing World 2, but I just wanted to get it over and done with as soon as possible, so that's the reason why I'm pretty much... Oh, hi, mistake number 7. You are fucking fast on that one. But anyway, yes, what was I saying? Lost track of thought. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I was saying that there was no reason why I really needed to complete World 1 at the time that I did, other than to make me feel better about myself. Because, of course, a major issue with this build was the mistake that I made in, not the previous recording, but I think the recording before that, part 38, I would guess, which was the fact that instead of killing a primeval demon, as he would have been appearing in World 1.1, I went ahead and... Or does he appear in 1.1? Either way, I went and returned to the Nexus at the worst possible time and basically made it so that I couldn't just easily get World 1 back to pure white, so that was a bad situation. And, yeah, I'm still feeling the effects of that poor decision that I made in that moment. I just wasn't thinking, you know, it's very natural for me to just return to the Nexus, it's your hub world. But, yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately. We're just going to have to make do with what we've got. So the reason why we have the Knight Sword to +3 at the moment is so that we can take it to the Crushing Path, but obviously we can't take it to Crushing until we get Greystone, and the reason why we don't have Greystone at this stage is because we still need to go through World 2. Now, I did promise you guys that we would fight the Flamelurker legitimately, and I do intend to follow through with that promise, but I'm wondering if there's something else that I can do in the meantime to make it so that I'm not going to die quite so easily. Maybe I should get the Ring of Great Strength or something, because I don't have a helmet equipped right now. You've got the official's cap here, it increases my defenses by a small amount, but, yeah, maybe there's something else I can get, like, surely, some sort of hat, I don't really know, but regardless, maybe I can buy armor from this guy. I don't believe you can, but I'm going to try anyway. No, he doesn't sell any armor. We can upgrade equipment. We don't need to upgrade the Guillotine Axe at this stage because it can go straight into Crushing, whereas the Knight Sword does need to be at +3 in order to do that. Of course, we do upgrade into Crushing through Ed, so we will be doing that when we can, but for now, we might just go and take on... Oh, we have actually completed World 2.1. I think that was the last thing that I did when I was recording, so we've taken care of that. Now it's pretty much, hey, Doomlink, time to take on the Flamelurker. I'm not looking forward to this, but I guess we'll give it a try. I just need to remind you all that I have not fought the Flamelurker legitimately in something close to 8 years, and if not longer than that. And what that means is that I don't really know his moves properly, and I'm probably going to fail a number of times. But as long as you guys are content with all of that, I think we are good to go. I'm just going to make sure that I can't level up with these souls. I currently have 13,000. No, I can't. I need 19,000 for my next level up, unfortunately. So with that, I think we are ready to go. Again, I would like some sort of hat, but I can't think of where I would get a hat. The only reason why I was considering getting the Ring of Great Strength was because it might be necessary to wear it in order to have some sort of hat. But, yeah, maybe we'll be alright with what we have here. As long as we are efficiently and accurately rolling out of the, I guess, attacks, or through the attacks, out of the way of or through the attacks of the Flamelurker, we should be okay with this armor set, I'm hoping. Maybe the... Oh, that's a good point. So, what's the flame resistance ring? Where is that located? I think it's in World 1-2. So, we might go and grab that, because I do think that will help in this fight. Because obviously the Flamelurker is a flame-based monster, or creature, demon, however you'd like to refer to him. And yeah. How many worlds are there? Oh, for Christ's sake, number 7. I'm doing multiple builds. It's not just one build. This build started in maybe part 37 or something like that. I don't know exactly how many builds I've done, but yeah, this is not all one playthrough that you're watching here. I wish Demon Souls had that amount of content, but even if they were to add that broken Archstone over there, the Archstone of the Giants, it would not have that much content, sadly. But anyway, I'm going to go to World 1, 2, and we will go ahead and grab the, whatever it's called, the Ring of Flame Resistance, something like that. It's not a very creative name for a ring, so it's not a bad thing for it to have an accurate description as its name, because it saves you having to go into the description to see what it does. But anyway, we're going to go and head down, pretty much get to one of those little tower things on the bridge, and head down, and pretty much we want to head back the way we came, but underground. Well, not really underground, but, you know, under the bridge, I suppose. Underground literally means under the ground, so to say that that's underground is just stupid. But anyway, what I might do just for the sake of it is kill these blob monsters. I still don't really know what they're called, mainly because I haven't actually researched their names. There are certain names that I do know, like Dregling, Mind Flayer, things like that. I know Dreglings because that's what Ostrava referred to them as. Is Ostrava here, or has he moved on? Yeah, he has definitely moved on, because we have unlocked World 1-4. And that's not really a concern of mine, obviously, because I have nothing that I need from Ostrava. And I did mention that before. He gives you a brass telescope, dark moon grass, pure clear stone, and the mausoleum key. None of that is of any interest to me. So therefore, we're just going to let him die. Which sounds pretty, I guess, cold, but I've rescued him enough times in the past, so he really needs some timelines where he just goes ahead and dies, you know. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is pretty much the plan for the build. Fast rolling, not much shielding to speak of. I might shield certain things, I don't know. Sort of depends on what fights I encounter in the future. But it's probably not going to be necessary, so I think I'll be fast rolling through everything. I think I'm going to get hit. Yes, I did get hit. Well, I suppose you can chalk that up to my impatience. Whatever. But regardless, I will go and head down here. And if we head to the left first, you'll see that, well, you won't see it immediately, but there is a flame ring just a little bit further. I don't know exactly where it is, I can't quite remember, but I know it's in this direction. I think it's the next item that we see on the ground, wherever that might be. Here it is. And I believe that there are some crossbow archers just up here, but I have no reason to engage them in a battle because, you know, wait, am I at full health right now? Yes, I am. Let's go ahead and equip our ring. Oh, that's the ring of gas resistance, you idiot. Well, where the hell's the ring of flame resistance? Isn't that given to us by someone? Oh, it's given to us by Patches, that's right. I remember that. Okay. Now, is that given to us by Patches in World 2-1 or 4-1? Or rather 4-2, sorry. So yeah, that's the Ring of Gas Resistance, not very helpful to us, so I've gone and wasted our time in getting that, unfortunately. But if I go and head to... shit. If I go and head to wherever Patches is, I think he's going to give me the Flame Resistance Ring. It shouldn't matter where I see him, I think it's the order in which you see him. He first gives you something, and then he then gives you something else. That's my memory of it, but I can say for sure that one of those two is a Flame Resistance Ring. It's just... I don't know. We may as well go to 2-1 first. Actually, I will go to 4-1 first, sorry. I don't know if he's going to appear in 4-1. I think he will, because I went into... sorry, I keep saying 4-1. It's 4-2. And I actually unlocked 4-2 before 2-2. I was saying 2-1 as well. I was saying 4-1 and 2-1. Jesus Christ. Anyway, don't worry about me. Point being, one's in World 2, one's in World 4. Don't worry about it. So, moving forward. We're definitely going to head to World 4 first, not just because he is easiest to get to there, but also because I'm pretty sure he will still be hanging around in this area, unless we did talk to him before. No, I don't think I saw him up there, so let's go and engage with his stupidity, with him kicking us down into that pit. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Ring of Flame Resistance will make a difference in the fight, especially with our low defense, so I'm definitely going to try it out. I don't know if there's an armor set that is actually quite good for flame resistance. I'm sure there is, but I don't know of one. So that's just unfortunate. But yeah, it's quite early in the morning at the moment. I started streaming before 9 o'clock in the morning, which is kind of early for me. Which is good, because I have these days been getting a little bit of a following for Monster Hunter, because I was streaming with my friend Ethan. So if I can avoid, you know, disappointing them with a different game, you know how Twitch viewers are, that would be great. But yeah, there will come a time when I'll be streaming later on, when I would have previously been streaming Monster Hunter, and then at that point I can go ahead and disappoint them, but for now, I will try to avoid that. For no other reason than I actually feel like streaming earlier on today, so there you go. Here is Mr. Umbasa, whatever his name is, Saint Urbain. Heavens. Umbasa, yeah. Okay. There's nothing really interesting down here except for a no, not Murakumo. Why am I saying Murakumo? What the fuck? It's Makoto. The magical sword Makoto. And you need a specific... you need pure white in the Shrine of Storms to get the magical sword Makoto. And depending on your run, you can get this fairly early on. You can see that it is... Why? Oh, it's because I have an ability shortage. I need 13 dexterity. This is a strength-based build, so I don't really need dexterity. What is my dexterity, actually? It's a 9? Jesus Christ. So, yeah, we've got 9 dexterity, but you can see this weapon is doing 210 damage. Imagine getting this in the early game. One of my first playthroughs of this game, not the very first, but one of my first, I did get the magical sword Makoto fairly early on. I remember taking on World 2 with it, and yeah, life is very easy with it. But unfortunately, it does drain your health over time. It's very interesting. You can draw comparisons between this weapon and the hiltless. This weapon drains your health passively, whereas the hiltless, which is a similar weapon, actually only drains your health each time your weapon makes contact with an enemy. So it's one of those things. Oh, he's a little bit faster. So I believe he has the magical sword in one hand, or maybe he's dual wielding the hiltless. I'm trying to see. So I can see that he's got the hiltless in his right hand, but maybe that's just an Uchigatana or something in his left. So, because I can definitely see it. Okay, so you can see that there is a hilt on that sword, but not on the other one. But I'm not sure if that's the magical sword Makoto or not. It's actually Makoto, but I sort of say it in the way that whatever his face is, the NPC who likes the magical sword, the one who wants it, Satsuki, that's right. He's the one, he pronounces it a little differently. Which is interesting because, keep in mind that the English voice actors were actually doing that for the Japanese version. You're going to give me a ring of gash resistance. You dickhead. Okay, so those are the two rewards he can give you. A gash resistance ring and a flame resistance ring. I cannot believe that this guy is going to give me a fucking gash resistance ring just after I had gone all the way to World 1-2 to grab it manually. What an asshole. Alright. Hello, Altama. Yeah, Patches the Hyena is a reoccurring thing. And he, of course, began in this game, kicking you down. That's his theme. But he doesn't have a specific issue with, or maybe he does have a specific issue with clerics in this game, because he did kick down Saint Urbain. So I guess his issue with clerics did begin in this game. I was thinking maybe that was a Dark Souls 1 thing, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, look out number 7, you'll get Spanish as a response. Alright. But yeah, this is the guy who wants the magical sword Makoto. And now that I have it, he's probably going to... I think what happens is you can either... What happens when you give him the magical sword? Does he just give you the hiltless? Let's go give him it. Because now that we're in pure white, I think he will come down. Or at the very least, now that I have the magical sword, he'll come down. But I can't remember the reward that he gives you. I'm pretty sure you can only get the Hiltless by killing his Black Phantom form. So therefore I do wonder what he's going to give us when he's in soul form. See, he's come down here. He's usually standing up there at the top, but now he's come down and we'll go and... Hey, you over there. Yeah, I'm basically letting this skeleton kick my ass. Foolishly. Not foolishly, because he is annoying. He hits you and then rolls into you, so you have no real chance to recover your poise, but anyway.
I am Satsuki. I seek a keepsake of my father. Have you seen the sword inscribed? Makoto, I will offer you demon souls.
He has no real interest in pronouncing Japanese words properly, not even his own name. Satsuki. It's like I'm watching an English dub, you know.
Bless your good fortune. And now,
I will give you the magical sword, Makoto.
yes, this lust, except could this sword reap? There is only one way.
This guy's a dickhead. Okay, so see how he is slowly losing 6 health over time? This guy's a lot easier to kill in when he's alive. I think I said in soul form before, of course. That's not what I meant to say. But you can see he is quite weak compared to Black Phantom form. The Black Phantom form is utterly terrible. You dickhead. I've been shit-talking his inability to match up to his Black Phantom form, and yet I'm getting kicked around quite a little bit. So this guy doesn't heal up, I don't think. You idiot. What is he going to give us? I'm guessing we'll get the magical sword back, but what else? Seriously? That's fucking it? This guy's a prick. Anyway. Imagine that. We go and get him his sword, and then he's like, I want to test out his strength, and I'm going to kill you. It's like, yeah, good on you, idiot. I wouldn't care so much if he didn't waste my time in the process. Now, I don't think Patches the Hyena will be here, but oh no, he is. Because once I go into World 2, he will head to where he is. Like, so say, for example, I head into World 2 now, and then I return to the Nexus, he will not be here. But I remember you, yeah, great. I'm glad you don't have the memory, or rather, I'm glad you don't have memory that resets in 5 minutes. But I really should buy grass, shouldn't I? I'm not going to buy as many as 43, but maybe I'll get 20 here. 21, I suppose. And I'll get some of this as well. I'll get maybe 10 of this. There we go. Just so that I'm not using too much full moon grass. I don't actually have that much full moon grass, but yeah. All the better to not use it, I suppose. Do I have a shard of Archstone in my inventory? I don't think I do. No. So that means I will have to manually return to the Nexus. Or will I return to the Nexus once I rescue, or not rescue, rather, rescue myself from whatever his name is, Patches the Hyena in World 4-2. Not 4-2, 2-2, you idiot. Why am I getting confused with this today? I wish I knew. But anyway. Let's go and head over to Patches the Hyena. He will, of course, be near one of those weird armadillo-looking things that explode. Can we actually get this fucking crystal lizard this time? I'm always missing it, you know. Please, no, get it. Get it! I don't even know what it gives me. It's probably just, you know, regular stuff, but... Oh yeah, go on, punch me, dickheads. So I got large sharpstone shards, ×2, and I think 1 regular shard of clearstone. Not very exciting. No! Now, I took that hit there because I ended up getting flinched by the cart's forward movement, which is just ridiculous, really. Alright. So I'll go and heal myself up, and we'll continue ahead. And there's one more cart, and I'm pretty sure this one only continues once you reach a certain point in this tunnel, or at the very least once you enter the tunnel it will move forward. I don't know who's pushing them forward. Must be this fat official. Hello. Can you do your fire, thank you. I do love how fast the follow-up is with the two-handed R2 with this weapon. Maybe it's the same with the one-handed, let's see. No, it doesn't have a fast. I knew that the one-handed R2 was different here, but I thought maybe it would have a quick follow-up. It does not. But this is great. I love that. Alright. Now, just for the sake of it, I will go ahead and explore down here. I think there is an item, I can't remember what it is, but seeing as though I'm going in this direction anyway, I may as well, oh, you bastard, I'll go and parry you. That's the one thing that I don't like about the animations in this game. The animations are a little bit outdated. They don't hold up so well with backstabs and parries. Most everything else is fine, but backstabs and parries in particular do look a little bit awkward. Parries because the monster moves kind of far back when they get pushed back with a parry. But then they sort of teleport to you when you do the riposta. And so as a result, it just looks a little bit silly. And then backstabs, they don't look quite right. It's just very awkward animation and positioning on the part of the character that you're playing as. So, yeah, that's one thing that I noticed immediately when I was playing the first Dark Souls when it came out. It was the fact that everything was just so much smoother with criticals. I've mentioned that before. I mention these things because I doubt you would all watch all of the videos, but maybe someone's actually that dedicated, who knows. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just get this one. I know there's another one, but I just want to get this one for now. Lord knows I'll need these materials. Okay. This is the exact same pickup that I got before, except I think last time I got 1 shard of clear stone instead of 2. May as well kill these guys because I'm here. Come on, guys, don't be shy now. But yeah, these fellas give you some pretty good rewards. Okay, because they're basically equipped as a deprived would be. And as a result, they do not have too much poise. And by too much poise, I mean no poise at all. They will be flinched by everything that I do. Now, there are more intelligent ways of dealing with them for sure. But, oh, by the way, yes, there is no poise stat, but I'm pretty sure that it does still technically exist. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you get flinched by everything in Demon's Souls and I never noticed. That's generally what happens when you're constantly going back and forth between different games. You kind of forget how things are in one game because you're so used to it being a different way in another game. That's how it is with the Monster Hunter series for me, for sure. A little bit less so because I do return to them very often. But, well, that's a bad excuse, isn't it? Because I'm always playing Demon's Souls. But I don't know. Some things I don't really take notice of. I go with the flow when it comes to Demon's Souls. A lot of the conventions of this game just exist as subconscious knowledge almost. Like, I act on knowledge without thought. So I don't consider things like, oh, do all armors get flinched equally in Demon's Souls? Like, I don't know, I just don't notice. It's quite possible. But anyway. Well, I can't really take a look at your internet connection, number 7, but I'm sorry that yours isn't doing so well, so... yeah, hopefully you'll be able to watch the VOD if that's something that interests you. Either way, catch you later. Hey, Gaming, welcome. So we're going to just take care of Patches the Hyena, and then we're going to go and take on the boss. Because I don't want to take too long to get that done. Where am I going for this? Oh, right, we need to go and pick up this ring. Is this the flame resistance ring? Yeah. Maybe this is something different. It's the club. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh, look at those beautiful frame drops. Bloody hell. Hello, Patches. How are you going?
How did you do that? I really didn't attempt to fool you. And besides, you're safe and sound, right? Go on.
Alright, so he's going to give us the Ring of Flame Resistance. We went through a little bit of trouble to get this. Now, I don't know if he always gives you the Ring of Flame Resistance in this location, or if he will always give you the Gash Resistance Ring the first time you meet him, and then the Flame Resistance Ring the second time. I'm really not sure. But anyway. A-Gaming asks, what's the build for this run? Well, I'm not too sure what to say other than it's in the title of the stream, so yeah. It is a light strength build, my friend. But anyway. we will go and take on the Flame Lurker, and again, do expect that it's not going to be amazing. I'm probably going to die the first few times as I relearn the fight, quite literally. The temptation to upgrade the Knight Sword will probably only come if I deem that the weapon is insufficient in its damage output. I think we want to go this way. So I'm going to ignore all of the trolls up here. We're just going to be dropping down to the Flame Lurker. Of course, you don't have to do this, but it's obviously a lot better to do that if your only objective is to kill the Flame Lurker and nothing else is really taking your interest in World 2-2. Just saw Demon Soul's instant click. Well, there you go. Okay, so that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. You have got to be shitting me. God, what's going on with that? That is the most ridiculous recovery I've ever seen, because I was expecting to well and truly die there, but I did not, so that turned out really well. Anyway, yeah, what the fuck? That's absolutely nuts. But, we're just gonna do this nice and quickly. Like I'm doing a speed run, man. No, not really. I used to do mini speed runs at one time. Mini as in probably not the entirety of the game, like I'd speed run parts of the game and then return to a normal pace. But of course, this area is important for getting Greystone. And we'll kill these guys later when we have a bow or something. Because that's pretty much how I'm going to approach it. I don't really have anything that's going to kill these guys quickly. Oh, then again, if I'm going to use a bow, I'm going to need more than 9 dexterity, surely. Unless a short bow can be used at 9 dexterity, I don't know. But it's pretty pathetic either way. It's not an impressive amount of dexterity. Okay. Are we ready to take on the Flame Lurker for the first time legitimately? Or rather, take on the Flame Lurker legitimately for the first time in, like, 8 years? Not really, but we're going to do it anyway. Do I have my Flame Resistance Ring equipped? Let's probably do that now. Hold on. Yeah, skip the cutscene. Flame Resistance Ring. We do have it equipped. Very good. So we're going to go with targeting for now. See, that really bothers me. That getting hit by his attacks. So we're probably going to have to try and get away from him every time he does this. And then we want to roll in, hit him, and then we roll through it. And the reason why I always cheese him is because it saves so much time. It is a little bit of trouble killing this guy. Okay, I missed my roll there, that's alright. So in terms of flinching him, I need to learn his flinches. I don't know if flinching him is like super viable or if it's not really an important thing in the fight. My damage is not too bad. Okay. Again, I've said this before, he's mostly manageable in this stage. I'm just being really careful because I want to make sure that I want to try to do it in the first try. Maybe I should be timing my rolls a little better. Let's try to do that, shall we? Uh-oh. Oh. Did I get hit there? Didn't look like I did. But yeah, he's mostly manageable in this stage. It's when he gets really fiery later on. That's when it's a little bit worrisome. Again, I was going for a flinch there. It doesn't seem like flinches are viable. Once he goes into that attack with his fire, that's not something I can interrupt. Alright, stop jumping around, sir. So it seems that, yeah, 1 hit will flinch him, but not 2. He's not going to get flinch locked by you, basically. Again, I should be trying to time it a little better. Like that. But still, like, you need to be really on point because it is a lingering hitbox. Oh, Jesus. You nearly got me with that one. I can't see shit. I had my face in his crotch. Oh, get out of there, man. But yeah, I'm not sure the degree to which my flame resistance ring is assisting me, but I'm just going to... It's going to be placebo at the very least. Oh, fuck you. I think the range of my weapon is a problem that I'm really feeling at the moment. I'd love to do some of those attacks. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good way to get some damage out quickly. Unless I take a falcon punch to the face. So he will get to his more fiery form, I think, in the last quarter of his health. So he's not quite there yet, but he will be shortly. I've used a lot of healing wares here, you'll have to forgive me. First time in a long time. So, yeah. I would like to think that my defense is better here because of my flame resistance ring. Managed to roll through that, fortunately. Just need to get better timing with that. Oh god, look at the damage there. The reason why that hurt so much is because that was a direct punch from him. So that was not fire damage, that was physical damage. So obviously my resistance to his flame is good, but his actual physical damage is something I do not want to be hit by, and again, another demonstration of that. I'm sure if I get hit with that double fist attack... Oh, he is now well and truly flamey. So when we go close to him, I believe we will lose health. Or not. I thought we were going to lose health. At the very least, he will do more damage to us. I don't know if it's just flame damage that he does more of, but he's going to be doing more of those exploding blasts. So that's one thing to mention. Whether or not they do more damage, I cannot confirm yet, but I just know that he gets more aggressive with them. So yeah. Now to be honest, I am taking him on at a higher soul level than some people do. Which is obviously going to work. It's going to be advantageous to me, but still, I wouldn't say it's unfairly advantageous. You need to get away from me. Well, I'm rolling into him saying, you need to get away from me, but that's just my way of saying that you're scaring me with your lead up to your attacks. Okay, hit him. I'm just glad that I can take these hits so well. He's about to die. But as you can see, this whole process, I'm saving a lot of time by cheesing him. This is why I cheesed him for 8 years straight. You need to get away. There we go, that's a dead flame lurker. At least I did it on the first try. I wasn't too sure what my defense was going to be like because I am using a light set, but anyway. Red Hot Demon Soul. Alright. And with that, we got 22,000 souls. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that I have killed the Flame Lurker legitimately once on camera, we're going to promptly cheese him for the rest of this live stream series. I hope you're prepared for that. Probably not for the rest of the whole series, because I do intend for this series to go for a very long time, but... yeah, no. We're not going to be doing it anytime soon. Alright, so I do need to be smart with this. What we're going to do is we're going to actually return here. I think it's smarter that way. Can you still see me? He is still getting angry at me. Can you relax, please? Okay. Okay, I'm going to move here. I think that was a bad decision. Yeah, he decided to... God, my defense is really good. What is my fucking soul level? 57, my god, I didn't realize it was that high. Yeah, soul level 57 is pretty high. Can you stop? Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm taking hits like a champion at this point with a light armor set. Can you get out of my way? I didn't realize that hitting the fist would actually move it, to be honest. But, yeah, I think I shouldn't consider that to be a very impressive victory. I was healing like crazy, and I'm soul level 57. So, you know, not very impressive, but anyway. That is how it is. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, or Ephemeral, as I should say. Again, just getting out of bad habits that I formed long ago. I've been wanting to say ephemeral for so long, but because I sort of grew up with this game saying ephemeral, I still say it. Alright, let's go over to this one. Was that a little dangerous? Yes, it was. It was very dangerous. Jesus Christ. This is actually the worst I've performed with the Dragon God fight in a very long time. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh my god. Look at this. I'm absolutely taking it in the arse in this fight, and yet I'm still alive and succeeding. Oh, well, I fucking asked for that one, didn't I? It's getting hot in here. Wow, pathetic. Absolutely pathetic attempt at that boss. Anyway, just goes to show that I'm actually not good at all. I just happen to be a good soul level. Fuck me dead. Anyway, oh, I need the Dragonbone Smasher for this fucking fight. Oh no. No, we should be alright. Should be alright. If we kill the Dragon God, we should be alright. The reason why I need the Dragonbone Smasher is not for the build, but so that I can show it to whatever his name is. Grave Robber Blight? No, not Grave Robber Blight. Skivvy the Wanderer. I need to show it to Skivvy the Wanderer, and he gives me a free pure Greystone. So that's really important for this build. So I will be... The reason why it still looks low is because it hasn't updated for my having slain the Flame Lurker. That's why. So once we have both of them killed, it should be pure white, I'm hoping. We have used a lot of late moongrass. Okay, we're going to try and do this properly this time. Stand here, hopefully he doesn't do an opening hit, because he does do that occasionally. Okay, we should be alright just standing here. Let him relax. Alright. Go now. This is not a good idea. Why did I do that? It's never a smart idea to do that, Doomlink, but you do it anyway. Is it because you know you're not going to die? I don't know, but maybe it's time to wake the fuck up and do the right thing. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure that on this side it's pretty easy to evade him because, or rather avoid him, because he's wounded on his left side. So therefore, we can get away with more on this side. It's when we're on the other side that it gets a little hairy. Relax. I'm only going to kill you, Dragon God. Hi, Bit Phoenix, welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna stand here, I think it's safest. Rather than being a complete idiot and just running through. Grab those souls, very important, that's 34,000. And head up through here. Should be alright. And that's Clearstone that I'm not interested in. But yeah. With that, that's pretty much the Dragon God dead, and I'm pretty sure that we only died once in this location. What that means is that we don't have to worry about losing our pure white. We should get pure white, and therefore we will be able to get the Dragonbone Smasher, which is what I want, most certainly. Alright, you need to die. Or not, he's gonna fucking kill me at this rate if I keep performing like this. So as long as you are consistently hitting the chin, you don't have to worry about his breath. His breath only comes if you wait too long in between hitting the chin. And welcome to the live stream. Ultimate Bond Fire with a D. Bond Fire. I always need to make this clear, because if anyone hears me say Bond Fire and corrects me saying it's Bonfire, Doomlink, you know, it's going to be awkward, so I have to make sure everyone knows that his name is Bondfire with a D. Okay, so we're going to return to the Nexus to update the world tendency, which should now be pure white, and we will return to that very same Archstone. But, yeah. You died to him like 3 times because you didn't know you could break the stone. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't remember what my first fight with him was like. Maybe it was something like that as well. That is pure white in Stonefang Tunnel, which you'd fucking hope after only dying once in the Archstone and killing 3 bosses, so yeah. Welcome back, number 7. Did you get your whatever it's called, internet fixed? I'm assuming so. Whatever it's called, internet, you know, just one of the most important things in life these days. Of course, the question is whether or not the current virus outbreak will result in the internet being shut down at some point. Here's hoping it does not. I don't think anything's off the table at this stage with this virus outbreak. Except for maybe complete apocalypse, but am I going the right way? Like, can I get up there from here? I don't even know. I think, yes I can. Yeah, all good. At least I think so. Let's go up there. But yeah, once the internet shuts down, that's when people are actually... Not once the internet, but if the internet shuts down, that will be a problem indeed. That's not blocked off, is it? I don't think... No, that's not blocked off. Okay, good. Kind of looked like it. I don't think it is, but anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to head to the Flame Lurker Archstone, because I, quite frankly, don't believe I can get to the Dragonbone Smasher from this position. I remember doing it in the past, but I'm too retarded to do it now, so we're going to go to the Flame Lurker Archstone to do it. I want to play Neo, gaming, that is, but I haven't gotten around to it. And pretty much since Neo first released, I have wanted to play it. It's the closest thing to Sekiro that I'm willing to play. Simply because it's not done by From Software, so I'm not going to be upset that it's not a Souls game. That's pretty much how it works. But, yeah. Of course, this came before Sekiro, but I think Sekiro had been announced before Neo released. Like, it had been teased at the very least, perhaps not announced. But it had certainly been teased. We knew that there was some sort of Japanese-style game that From Software was working on when Neo came out in late 2017. But, yeah. Hey Artuli, welcome. I'll be streaming for a little while longer. I'm streaming earlier, so that's why you probably managed to catch me this time. Oh, you fucking stupid lizard. I don't know what this one gives me. It might be Clearstone as well. I'm really not sure. What are you giving me? Chunk of Sharpstone ×2. Well, that's pretty good. Why the fuck? Why? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we just sit here and ask the question, how is this not pure white? And second of all, I'm pretty fucking positive that I only died once in this location. So what the fuck's going on? Why am I not being given access to the fucking Dragonbone Smasher? This is really important! I've been given access to this stupid sword so many times without needing it, and when I need it here to get a free, pure Greystone, I can't fucking access it, even though it bloody well looks like I'm at pure white. Like, how is that not pure white? I don't understand. Fuck this game sometimes. Why? I died once. I don't recall dying when I went through 2-1 in the previous recording. Like, I really don't think I did. Like, how would I have died? I'm pretty sure that I was fine. So I died once here to the fucking Dragon God. And for some reason I can't access the fucking sword? I don't understand it. Sometimes I just really don't understand it. I must have had a really shit starting world tendency or something. I don't know. I've refreshed the fucking area. There is no reason why I should not be given access to it. It's ridiculous. And I have done it before where I don't have the world tendency to access it before doing the fight, and then after the Dragon God fight, I then have access to it. So it's certainly not a case of me needing to get it before I kill the Dragon God. So, I don't know, man. Fucking annoying. And yeah, it is a PS3 exclusive, BitPhoenix. It's a game that some people are emulating nowadays because it is a game that can be emulated. Of course, PS3 emulation has been pretty shit for a very long time, but it's just recently gotten reasonable. And this is one of the games that can run. Some games probably will never be able to be emulated because they just don't work. But Demon's Souls is one of those games that does work, I'm pretty sure. A friend of mine was going to try and emulate it, but his PC wasn't good enough to do it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you do need a pretty decent PC to emulate it properly. And he was doing it at, you know, native resolution as well. Like, he wasn't boosting it or anything, so yeah, kind of bizarre. I'm really upset about that fucking Dragonbone Smasher, and I'm going to be upset about it for a long time. It's fucking stupid. I don't understand it. Can I buy a short bow from you? In fact, I might not need to. I might have a short bow, and I just forgot that I picked one up. Okay, well, I could go and get the composite longbow. So let's go and do that. Yes, well, that's a conversation I've gone on a million times, gaming. But I also hope the same. I don't hope for the community to start playing it, but I do. I would like to experience it for myself. Anyway. I'm going to go and grab the longbow. This time I actually timed it correctly. I really hate these skeletons, the way they roll into you. Yeah, well, if you do have the PlayStation 3, I would certainly recommend you grab this game. If you don't have the PlayStation 3, then I don't know, try to find a super cheap one. Just be aware that this game doesn't run at good FPS at the best of times, so if the PlayStation 3 you're running it on is really shit, then maybe it would be considerably worse, I'm not sure, but yeah. You need to die, Mr. Skeleton number 1, and then Skeleton number 2 is already on the way to dying. Yeah, I don't know why I fucked up with that acquiring of the Dragonbone Smasher, but I'm just going to leave it alone, I guess. Need to go grab this talisman just in case I do need to trade it with Sparkly the Crow. And again, the reason why I'm coming here is so I can grab a bow. I don't know what the dexterity requirement is going to be, but I know that it's going to be higher than 9, so I don't mind increasing my dexterity a little bit just to use it. Again, the reason why we need a bow is so that we can, with ease, kill the rockworms, because their weak points are on their face, and it's very difficult to reach their face with a weapon such as the one that I'm using now. I remember I was fighting him with the Dragonbone Smasher the last time, or him. I was fighting them, the rockworms, with the Dragonbone Smasher when I was last grinding their materials. And that's not really a problem, because the Dragonbone Smasher is so long, or so tall, depending on how you want to refer to it. I guess long makes more sense. I was going to say tall because it can reach high. So when you attack with it, particularly with the... again, I'm fighting so brainlessly because it's difficult. You can't really roll through this guy's attacks. All he does is roll into you and interrupt what you're doing, so it's better to be more brainless with it. Okay, stop. Alright, that's an opportunity. What I was saying was that I'm pretty sure the two-handed R2 is particularly good with the Dragonbone Smasher for getting that. Alright. Oh, it's compound. I don't know why I call it composite, but, yeah, compound longbow is what it's called. So, I've got 2 of them. Oh, I've got a short bow and a longbow. The longbow is doing less damage. I have an ability shortage on both. I'm going to do the compound short bow. I don't know which one was the one that I picked up off the ground and which one I got from the skeleton, but yeah, what I will do, certainly, is use the short bow due to its lesser dexterity requirement. What do you mean Demon Souls isn't Dark Souls? No, it's not the same game. Unless, do you mean that it is in the Souls series, but it's obviously not Dark Souls because it's not called Dark Souls. It's really as simple as that. But in terms of it being a part of the Souls series, it most certainly is. It's the first of its kind. It's not the first RPG that From Software made, of course. You've got the Kingsfield series. But this is the first one of its kind for From Software to make. And it was the predecessor of all the Souls games. And so therefore all of the Souls conventions were established here as the norm. And so, yeah, it's a very important game to go back and play because it's really good. Like, people think that it's going to not be good, or I don't really know if there's a thought process behind people not playing this game besides the fact that it's difficult to play. Like, if a person has a PS3 and enjoys the Souls series, there's absolutely no excuse for them to not pick up this game because it's really good. But I don't think that that's the reason why people don't play it. For example, people didn't play the first Dark Souls game and they dared to call themselves Souls fans, and they didn't play it until it got a remaster, as if that were fucking necessary. I mean, technically, it was necessary for Dark Souls 1 to get a remaster, because it wasn't ported very well, and it didn't perform very well on consoles, but it was still a perfectly good game, one of the best that was ever made, and people didn't want to play it because, I don't know, they're lazy, or they don't think, or something, but they were content with having their first experience be a game as abysmal as Dark Souls 2. And when they played Dark Souls 3, they decided not to go back to the first Dark Souls. I don't know, but again, once there's a remaster, somehow people go, oh, let's go play it. You know, they need a fucking excuse, they need a written invitation to experience the best game ever fucking made. Well, not the best game ever made, one of the best games ever made, most certainly. I don't know, I just got really pissed off when no one fucking played the first Dark Souls until it got a remaster, you know? Just get a fucking grip, people. Anyway. But yeah, this is my favourite of the Souls games, mainly for sentimental reasons. I would say that it's about equal to the first Dark Souls game. Let me see what I'm doing. I need to go and consume some of this stuff. I will need to give the Red Hot Demon Soul to Ed. Or will I? Probably. Let's just give it to him anyway. I don't need the Dragon Demon Soul. We will consume that now. I don't really get hyped for games, number 7. I like to just... number 7's asking if I was hyped for Dark Souls 2. I was a little excited. I wasn't expecting too much. I was not expecting it to be as bad as it was, but I wasn't expecting it to be on par with Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. So, yeah, I tried to hold my expectations back because I knew that Demon Souls and Dark Souls together, as 2 games back-to-back that were as good as they were, was something that probably could not be repeated. And I also wasn't too happy with the fact that it was called Dark Souls 2, because at that time you only had Demon Souls and Dark Souls, so there was no indication that there was going to be a Dark Souls series at that time, because you only had 2 games for the series and they both had different names, so I thought it was going to be something like Dead Souls or something like that. That was my theory. I thought it was going to be called Dead Souls, but because, you know, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Dead Souls, you know, all the Ds, basically. Any word that starts with D that could work. But no, they called it Dark Souls 2, and I'm sitting there going, why is it called Dark Souls 2? That's bizarre, because there's no Demon Souls 2. I understand that Dark Souls is a little bit different to Demon Souls, but it just seemed like a bizarre thing to do. And then I played it, expecting to enjoy it, and I didn't really enjoy it at any point. Even in the early game, like, the whole thing just felt like shit. And I was left really disappointed. And I didn't play the game for maybe a year and a half because I was so disappointed by it. But anyway, and I completely, like, I played the game before the first DLC came out for Dark Souls 2. Like, I just stopped. I couldn't do it. And, yeah, it was really disappointing. I still have the Black Armor edition, but, yeah. It's a shame. I may as well show it. This was the game that I pre-ordered. This is a Dark Souls 2 Black Armored edition. It takes the colours out a little bit because of the chroma key, you'll have to forgive it, but, like, for example, there's no blue, but, yeah, it's got one of those metal cases, you know, and inside I've got a few things, you know, you've got the manual and whatever else, nothing too interesting, but, yeah, that's what I pre-ordered back then, and, I've still got a really beat-up pre-order add-on content, but, anyway, still got that, and it's a little bit affected by moisture, actually. The manual's a bit, you know how paper gets when moisture gets in, it's sort of, like, not great. But, yeah, it's telling me to register my game. I've also got the official soundtrack CD. There you go, let's show that off. Dark Souls 2, official soundtrack CD. And then here you can see the whole design on the back. Hold on. I think that's pretty cool looking. But aside from that, yeah, nothing too special, because it's Dark Souls 2, and I wasn't too happy with it. And of course you've got, like, that sort of translucent, or semi-transparent at the very least, thing that goes around the metal case. Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary, because most of the special editions of games are delivered in that way, on PS3 at least. But, yeah, they did come out with a soundtrack disc, and they did the same for Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. Back when Prepare to Die edition came out for the first Dark Souls, I went and got the PC version, even though I had no intention of playing the PC version at that time, and I'd heard that it was pretty shit as well, like a terrible port. So I really wasn't expecting to play it, but I got it anyway because I just loved Dark Souls so much at that time. This was, what, late 2012? So I think that came with the soundtrack CD. Look at this fucking relic. Games for Windows. So I actually used the game key in this game to get my Steam version. So I never purchased the game through Steam, but I have it on Steam because I use the CD key. It's described as PC DVD. You see inside I've got 3 discs. I've got the first one at the front, which is the game. And then I've got behind the scenes with Dark Souls. And then I've got the soundtrack CD, which has some pretty cool art on the front. It's the Black Knight. I'll try and get you to see that a little closer. You can't because the lighting's shit. There we go. Looks pretty cool. But, yeah, the manual's a bit lackluster. Actually, the manual seems fine. This one's not as affected by moisture. This one's, they can get away with not having many colours because it's got that sort of grey look to it. But, yeah. That's Dark Souls for PC, Prepare to Die Edition. Of course, it didn't exist on PC before the Prepare to Die Edition, because, yeah, or before the DLC of Dark Souls. So, yeah. I didn't really play it on PC until DS Fix. Well, no, DS Fix came relatively early. I didn't play it on PC until maybe 2014. I think that it was in 2014 when I went and transferred it over to Steam, and then I thought, hey, let's give it a try. And, yeah, with DS Fix, it was really enjoyable. But, regardless. Got a little sidetracked there. What am I doing? I need to level up, is what I need to do. Oh, I was going to give Ed the Red Hot Demon Soul while I remember to do that. So we'll do that now, and then I'll go and level up with my almost 100,000 souls. But, yeah. I've shown all of my physical copies of Demon Souls. I have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 physical copies of Demon Souls, different versions, and there are others that I think I'd like to buy as well. I think there's a Korean version as well that I don't have. But, yeah. I've got the first one that I bought, which was the Chinese English. I've got the Japanese one, the European one, the American one, and the Black Phantom edition. So, I may as well, like, I'm not going to show all of them, I'll show you the Black Phantom edition. It's quite heavy, actually. This is it here. It's a box, and it's got a lot inside, and I'm not going to take everything out because it's a hassle, but I'm pretty sure it has a guidebook, a soundtrack CD, a number of things. But as you can see, I actually bought this in a store in Australia. It's got the Australian rating on it. But yeah, that's the European version of whatever they got in the US. And the guidebook inside is actually, it's official. It's an official guidebook, but it was information compiled by the wiki.wiki. So if you go into demonsouls.wiki.com, those are the people who compile the information in the guidebook in this. And that, if anything, is the greatest validation for those people, and really does show that they were a very important source of information at that time. So, yeah, like literally, they had more compiled information on the game than the actual people who made the game, so, yeah. I guess it makes sense for them because they don't need to put the effort in at that point, but it was a good head nod to the community for sure. Damn it! I literally pressed left on the D-pad, and this dickhead... Okay, you better take it. Have I literally just made it so that he's not going to take my Red Hot Demon Soul now? You absolute dickhead. I literally pressed left on the D-pad twice, in fact. Not just once, but twice, and it still selected no. Yes. Dickhead. Anyway, it's not his fault, it's the game's fault. But anyway, you can see I can make crushing here, it's just I don't have the Greystone, unfortunately. So, yeah. Let's go and return to the Nexus. We don't have any Greystone at the moment, so we can't do anything with Ed at this stage, but I thought I'd give him the Red Hot Demon Soul just in case. I'll continue going live for another 30 to 50 minutes or so. I'm quite hungry, I'd rather not waste away, but, yeah. What are we doing? Leveling up, yes. one-track mind. Well, rather, multi-track mind, perhaps. It's the opposite of a one-track mind. I'm going to put away all of this stuff, because this is weighing me down a great deal, as you can imagine. That was one thing, I mean, I mentioned this before, of course. I tend to mention the same thing repeatedly when I play this game. But, oh yeah, we'll put away the longbow. Don't need that. And we'll keep all that. But yeah, I loved that they got rid of item burden. Item burden was just a bit too much. It's inconvenient. It doesn't need to exist. So, I am glad that they got rid of that. I'm going to go and equip my grass again. I'm out of late moon. Well, how about we go and purchase some late moon grass? That's a good idea, Doomlink. What time is it there? It is almost 10 in the morning. Haven't eaten today, and I got up at 8, which means I've been awake for 2 hours and I haven't eaten, and I'm kind of hungry, so I shall be eating soon. But it's kind of a theme of mine to be recording while hungry, so anyway. I know. It's because I usually stream in the mornings and, you know, I just wake up and I'm not hungry when I go live, and then over the course of recording, I get hungry, so yeah, that's kind of how that goes. I'm pretty much starving by the time I'm finishing my recording. It's because, you know, I get up and I'm like, oh, let's go record something. And it's good to do that first thing, because generally the commentary is better and you've got an interesting frame of mind, so it's kind of how I like to do it. I don't always do it that way, but, yeah. Now, what do we want? We want 12 dexterity, I think. Let me just confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's 12 for the short bow. We will equip you here. Compound short bow. Are you telling me it's higher than that? What? I'm sorry, what? Didn't I just fucking upgrade my dexterity to... I literally just put a point into magic. You idiot, Doomlink. You fucking idiot. What are you doing putting a point into magic? You know the reason why? It's because my camera is slightly in the way of my stats, so I didn't really see what I was doing. But, anyway. I need to take you to 12? Or was it 11? If it was 11, I'm going to cry. Whatever. We've gone and put all of our points into dexterity. You know, it was 10! You idiot, Doomlink. Fucking Jesus, man. Okay, so aside from that, I think we can now use the longbow, which might be a blessing in disguise. That is a 12 dexterity requirement and a 22 strength requirement, but that doesn't really matter because we'll be two-handing it anyway. Like, it's so silly to have a strength requirement for a bow because you're going to be using half of it anyway. Because you can't one-hand the bow, you have to two-hand it, so that's how that works. But anyway. Yeah, well, it's even worse for my European viewers, Bonfire, because, indeed, they're usually asleep by the time I wake up, so, yeah. Recording a little bit earlier today, so it's worked out a little better for them. But, yeah, we need to go and buy some arrows. I'll do that now. Patches should be selling some decent arrows, and again, we will be taking this bow and killing some rockworms. Unfortunately, the drop rates are going to be really shit, which is what's frustrating me. I was going to take World 2 down after I got the Dragonbone Smasher and showed it to Skiver the Wanderer, but for some reason the Dragonbone Smasher is not an area I can access, and I don't know why. It's fucking stupid, but whatever. Heavy arrows, and they're probably quite... They're obviously weighing me down as well. Quite a decent amount. Well, thanks, Bonfire. I appreciate that. We're going to just go to the Flame Lurker Archstone again, just to see if the game wants to fucking get a grip. Because, yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't understand, because it looks like it's pure white to me. I don't see... Okay, hold on. Wasn't I at pure white in the Shrine of Storms? Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I... Oh, I was never pure white in the Shrine of Storms. I must have been at neutral or something. I don't know. Or maybe I was... Oh, maybe I was pure black. Did I take it down for any reason? I don't know. But I can't remember the actual world tendency requirements for Magical Sword Makoto to appear. But regardless, look at that. Like, that's fucking pure white in the Stonefang Tunnel. I'm sorry, guys. Like, that... There's no fucking argument there. So why can I not get to the Dragonbone Smasher? Why? Fuck you. Honestly. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. It's so unnecessary. So basically, it really helps to have that pure Greystone, guys. That free one. But I've missed it. But anyway, and again, the reason why I'm so confused is because I have definitely, in the past, gone in there after killing the Dragon God when you couldn't access it before killing the Dragon God. I've done that multiple times. So, I don't know what's different this time. It's fucking annoying. Anyway. So, the reason why I'm going back is because I'm probably going to take down World 2. Because I'm not going to have a good drop rate at all. Okay. Is there anything that I can do to try and reset the area? Because it doesn't make sense to me that it's not accessible. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's in violation of everything I've seen with this game in the past. It's pure white. Like, how can it be brighter than that? Maybe it's not pure white. Which is ridiculous, but maybe it's not. But it should be, because I only died once. Okay, whatever. We'll just make life a little harder for ourselves and, you know, not get a free Greystone this run. Whatever. Thanks, game. So, how many Stones of Ephemeral Eyes do we have? Or Ephemeral? We've got 8. That's enough to possibly get us down to pure black. I don't know. Is it worth killing the Primeval Demon? Probably. But anyway. Ugh, kind of frustrated, but again, it's going to be a complete waste of time to try and grind or farm for Greystone if I'm at that high of a world tendency. Of course, the higher your world tendency, the lower the drop rates. So, yeah, I'm not interested in that lizard at all. So yeah, I'm going to kill myself a few times just to get that down. Whether I take it down to pure black, or whether or not I do, I cannot say. I probably will, just because I'm pretty much forced to get pure Greystone manually for all the upgrades that I need to make. So therefore, pure black is a requirement, most assuredly. I haven't played any other From Software games like Armored Core. I need to play Kingsfield at some point, but yeah. I do plan to do that once I have recorded enough of this game and the first Dark Souls game. By the way, I will be doing a reboot of the Dark Souls Let's Play for those, not Let's Play, sorry, the Dark Souls livestream series for those who are not aware. I did mention it in my update video, but I don't think all of you watch my update videos. But yeah, the reason why is because the first 2 parts, the lighting was just so shit, so I really need to do those again while I can comfortably do that, because it's better than regretting the fact that the first 2 parts of my... I think I just... No, I didn't have any souls to lose anyway. Damn it! I didn't have a fucking Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I was too busy talking. But, yeah, it's better to deal with that now instead of regretting the fact that the first 2 videos in my very long-running live stream series look like shit. So, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Yeah, I think Kingsfield is definitely a worthy series to play. But, I really haven't gotten deeply into classic RPGs, unfortunately. I would like to. I haven't really explored beyond the Elder Scrolls series, unfortunately. There are other games I'd like to play, like Gothic and some others as well, but yeah. Old medieval RPGs are very nice. Alright. No, what are you doing, dickhead? I have to say, I'm doing very strange things in this fucking recording. I'm usually not so fucking disabled when I play this game, but anyway. Alright. So, I don't know how many times we need to kill ourselves to get to pure black. Probably a lot, because I'm pretty positive we were at pure white, so therefore I can only guess that we'll need to kill ourselves at least 5 times. Probably more. Okay. Make sure we have another one. Actually, let's go and equip it to make it faster. Sounds like a good idea, Doomlink. Consume. And roll. You know, not that you really need to hear me imitating her. You've already got one person making stupid noises. You don't need 2. But anyway. That's because I'm hungry, you think? Well, thank you, number 7. Giving me the benefit of the doubt like that. But anyway. I do apologize for the monotony of having to kill myself like this, but it is a requirement. We need to engage in monotony now, so that we can engage in further monotony by farming the rockworms. I'm not going to do it much. I'm going to do most of my rockworm farming off camera. That is something that I resolved to do in some of my previous recordings. I've said it multiple times, but I keep forgetting to do it. But I'm definitely going to do it this time. I have remembered to do it in the past, but yeah, but definitely going to do it this time as well. I will be doing most of it off camera. And the only problem with that is the fact that, or maybe I should check the Nexus now, because I think we are at pure black, and if not at pure black, we should be one step off. But yeah, it's difficult to find the drive to do it when it's not being recorded. But anyway, what have we got? We are pure black in the Stonefang Tunnel. Glad I didn't just keep killing myself needlessly. We are returning to... Oh no, what am I doing? I was about to go and kill the fucking primeval demon. Yeah, great way to waste your time, Doomlink. What we actually want to do is not kill the primeval demon, because that would just send us back up to, like, positive world tendency. So I'm glad I engaged my brain with that one. So what we're instead going to do is head to the Flamelurker Archstone, kill a few rockworms, probably get about 3 Greystone at least, and then we will be able to turn the Guillotine Axe into crushing, and yeah, that will be a good thing. So let's unequip the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes there, and we will head to the Flamelurker Archstone and do what I just said. Again, it's very useful to use a bow with the rockworms. In fact, this is probably going to be easier than the last time I was grinding for Greystone, because I was using the Dragonbone Smasher that time, and not all of the strikes would make contact with the head. And it's also difficult to get in close with the ones further down here, because there are 2 that are really close together, and that can really fuck you up when you're trying to grind this stuff. So something quick and consistent like a bow is really going to be useful. I put more dexterity into it than I wanted to, but again, blessing in disguise. I think I'm going to be able to kill these guys faster as a result. Get the face. There we go. There we go. That's all we need. Get your face, and then your friend as well. There we go. So we only got 1 drop there. That's actually pretty shit luck. But we did get 1 shard of Greystone, which is alright. 2 Hands of God. Really only useful for cleric builds, if you would like to refer to them in that way. Alternatively, you can say faith builds, like a sensible person. In fact, it might be better to target the face and shoot that way. Or not. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, I think it's better to target the face anyway. Ugh, got an itchy nose. Yeah, you need good timing with this one. Like that. It's much better to target, actually. I was wondering why it was more difficult than it usually is, and that's because I was free shooting, which is not necessary at all. Ugh. Alright, so we've got the Greystone we need to... Actually, how about we go and get all the Greystone we need to get 2 upgrades? I'm going to guess it starts with 3 and then moves to 5. That would be the sensible progression, so... Hello, 24. Another one of those beautiful Twitch names that is terrible to repeat when I'm recording, but anyway, I'll just call you Wicked Jester. I think that's what your name is, now that I look at it. But The better question is why it was necessary to leave out vowels when you've already got a 24 in your name. So I don't think anyone else is Wickedgister 23. So I think you'd be all right to leave the vowels in. But anyway, let's continue. Again, I'm going to aim to get about 9 of these. Oh no, not 9, 8. Sorry. It starts with 3 and then 5. So I had 4 in my head because I currently hold 4. What do you mean? Oh, you mean without the... Okay, Wicked Jester. I can imagine that being taken on PSN because that is... there are a lot of accounts on PSN. Alright, you need to die. Yes, it is a lot easier when you are targeting the face, I have to say. And who's surprised about that? Certainly not me. But yes, I do think that it helps to have a little bit of extra damage. I hope I'm right with the 8 Greystone. It should be. I think 5 was going to be the next one. It would make a lot of sense. Whew. Good time to roll there. Oh, come on. I have to say, my luck is not amazing at the moment. How many did I just pick up there? Was that 2? I'm not going to lie, it looked like the number 9, but it obviously wasn't 9. So, must have been 2 that I picked up. Anyway. So what do we got? Hey, 8 shards of Greystone. So, if I am correct, we should be able to go and turn the Guillotine Axe into Crushing +1, and then upgrade it to Crushing +2 with our current Greystone. We'll see what's happening. And if we can do that, then I'll probably leave it at that. Because, I mean, I can do one more area perhaps. Maybe I'll take on World 3 one and then I'll finish up. And I'll be doing that with the Crushing Guillotine Axe +2. Once again, I will be trying to do most of my grinding off camera. Oh, we want to actually head up here, who would have thought? Into World 2-1. But yeah, we are certainly at a point where we can take on pretty much whatever Archstone we want, except for maybe World 1-4. I would like to do 1-4 at some point, soon, because I do want to get the binded set, but might have to wait until New Game Plus, you never know. I can only hope that I don't need to wait that long, but yeah, may be necessary. Get off the thing. We want to equip the Guillotine Axe for now. I actually don't really like it two-handed. It looks a lot cooler one-handed. There's something about it. Anyway. We are going to upgrade you to... No. I'm going to upgrade you into Crushing. As I said, we don't need to upgrade this at all to take it to Crushing, whereas the Night Sword does require that. 6! You really going to do me like that? Fuck you too. But I was 1 off anyway because I'm an idiot. So, anyway. Let's go and go back to the Greystone, shall we? That's alright. We'll be able to collect a little bit more, and maybe we'll get a large shard as well. You never know. I remembered it being 3. Maybe it's 4 for the I guess 4 and then 6. Come on. Anyway. Alright. Why do I keep going down here? What's the deal, Doomlink? All of what you need is right here at this Archstone. Alright. A little bit more grinding, and then maybe I won't... No, I will do more in this video. Yes, I'm hungry, but I would like to do a little more. What am I doing here? Maybe I really should go and eat. I'm not in good form. Yeah, what I will do actually is go and finish up my grinding, and then I think I will eat, because food is important, evidently. So, we can at any time get pure Greystone. It's just really hard. But maybe we'll be lucky. Depending on the weapon, it can require more than one pure Greystone, if you can imagine that. I think for the crushing greatsword, it required something like, yeah, it was 2 pure Greystone, which was ridiculous. I thought that I had that weapon covered as far as its full upgrade, and then, because I had gotten the free pure Greystone, and then I got to the final upgrade and it required 2, and I was just sitting there going, fuck you. But it just so happened that I needed to get so many large shards that I did get pure Greystone in the process of getting those large shards anyway, so it wasn't too inconvenient for me. But it was still kind of ridiculous that you needed 2. But I'm pretty sure that's only because it was this big heavy weapon, you know. For smaller weapons it should be fine. Alright. I like it when I've got 2 drops there. That's 2 shards of Greystone. Hey, there's a chunk, that's what I like to see. You're never going to not have enough regular shards, because you'll be grinding for chunks anyway, and for pure. So yeah. Ugh. Hey, that's a dodgy attack there. You need to die. And you need to die. Or rather, it's not like I killed him twice. It's a little confusing, isn't it? Shard of Greystone. And then one more. What have we got? Regular shard. That's alright. We need shards anyway, for now. The chunk is important. That will come in handy later. But for now, we just need the shards. Because I will be taking the Crushing Guillotine Axe 2+2, and then we will 2+2, just to make it less confusing on the ears. And then we will take on World 1, or 3-1, rather. Go kill some Cthulhus. I'm pretty sure I haven't done that in this playthrough. Yeah, there would have been no reason for me to have gone through World 1, or rather 3-1. Why am I saying 1-3? I need to get a fucking grip on myself. I'm saying complete garbage right now. Where is... No, we do not want to go. It's like, I'm like, where is the Maiden in Black? Yeah, like I'm going to fucking upgrade my Guillotine Axe with the Maiden in Black. For the love of my arse, Doomlink. Saint Urbain. It's funny because I never really look at his face properly, but you get a good look at it here for sure. He looks like he's got a giant thumb. Just this giant fucking thumb. But whatever, maybe there's a weird angle in that image. Okay. Come on, Ed. Give us a Crushing Guillotine Axe. And what do we need next? One more chunk. Oh, that's really tempting to just take it to +3, but I won't subject you guys to that. There's no need for it. We're going to Guillotine Axe our way through World 3-1, and then we'll leave it at that for the recording. Should be able to get through it in about 15 minutes. Something like that. It's usually a pretty quick process to get through World 3-1 these days, because I do remember pretty well how to get through it. There was one playthrough, it was really odd, where I had actually forgotten at 2 different points how to progress. It was really bizarre. Like all of the runs that I'd done before then I had no trouble, and all the runs after it I had no trouble. But there was one where for whatever reason I was just having these mental blanks. It was really odd. But anyway. It's Cthulhu time, everyone, or Mind Flayer, as they are referred to correctly. But you have to call them Cthulhus, come on. They look like Cthulhus. Alright. Now, I almost rolled down there. Actually, I don't... Yeah, you can't roll down there anyway. Sort of looks like you can, but you can't fit through those spaces, so you'll be alright if you end up doing what I just did. How about that? 2 hits, very nice. Actually, I haven't checked my damage. What have we got? We are sitting at 165, which is pretty reasonable for this point in the game. But actually, is it that reasonable? It must be, because we just killed that thing in 2 hits, and this thing attacks fast. So, When we go two-handed, we don't have to worry about bouncing. I think we would bounce if we... No, we wouldn't bounce if we went one-handed. How about that? So actually, this weapon's just a bit beefy. Or it's harder to bounce in this game, one of the two. Yeah, I don't mind this weapon two-handed. It looks kind of cool. Even then. You need to die. Get out of my way. I understand that you're not really trying to interrupt my quest, but you just happen to be in my way. And you needed to die as a result. I'm sorry. I forgot what this is. How do I forget what this is? Oh, it's just a soul. I suppose that's why I don't remember it, because it's not very profound. Please, help me. No. Of course, that's, what's his name? Have I forgotten his name? Whatever. Continuing on. He's the guy who is, being held captive in this location. He's a blue phantom as well. I don't really know the lore behind that. I don't know how he's just a blue phantom walking around. But he's, yeah. He's someone who you can rescue if you'd like the phosphorescent pole. But if you don't want the phosphorescent pole, don't even bother. Alright. Let's head through here. It appears to be locked. You appear to be giving me the fucking runaround game. Making me go over here. How very rude of you. We're going to ignore all of the Iron Maidens. I don't care for them. Let's just grab the key and be done with it. I'll kill you just for fun. No, you don't. Are you going to drop some spice? No, you're not. Because if he were to drop some spice, I would have gone and picked it up anyway. Even though, if you look at my magic bar, it's pretty obvious that I'm not going to be using magic. But, yeah. Who's attacking me? Are you attacking me from down there? Who? Seriously, what's going on? I heard that sound. What is going on? Oh, you must have been attacking something here. Were you attacking me, and I just didn't see it? Or was something in your way? Because I'm pretty sure these guys do attack things, because as they're walking through here, there is stuff that's in their way. No, you don't. I hate you so much. He's not going to kill me with this, don't worry. I've got plenty of health. And plenty of defense, actually. Which surprised me, but, yeah, it's because of the soul level, that's why my defense is good. The armor's not great, but, yeah. Well, I still don't have a hat, but that's alright. Because it looks better to have just my hair and my head. A hat is not, like, I'm not a hat person. Some people are hat people, I'm not a hat person. I'm not going to go out and wear a hat. Like, I'll wear a hat for, like, fancy dress, but not casually. Hats are sort of weird in that way. They just don't look right for me. I've never been a hat person my entire life, since, you know, I was basically a little kid. But anyway. Another thing that I would fucking love is a beverage. Not like alcoholic, I mean like fucking hydrating beverage, like water. Because my throat is kind of hurting from talking, but... Anyway, I'm in such a good way, aren't I? My throat hurts, I'm hungry, you know, fucking hell. That's how it goes. Oh, I was looking at OBS to make sure everything was alright, and I was running into a wall. Or a fog wall, more specifically. Okay. So, of course, we are just heading for that bridge with the... I don't really know what to call that, the big crossbow thing? I really don't know how to refer to it. The arrow bridge, maybe? Maybe that would be a good term to use. But what about that big thing that opens up? This thing over here, like what? How should I refer to that? Yeah, whatever. I can't think of a term to use for it. The thing. The thing on the bridge. Who's calling me at this time of day? It is my mother. I will call her back soon. I don't have too much more of this to do anyway, so there you go. My mother calling me at 10 in the morning? How dare you? Anyway. Maybe it's important. Maybe she's telling me that Australia is going into lockdown or something. Ha! Imagine that. Why are you still calling me? Stop. Maybe it's important. Maybe someone died. Anyway. So moving forward. We just need to pretty much make our way through the guy who heals the boss, kill him, and then head to the boss, kill the boss, and then we will be done. And, yeah. Whoa. I was expecting a... Oh, look at that prolonged hitbox. That's so annoying. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push this. Because I will be invulnerable at that time. I'm going to kill both of you, don't worry. You're not free from my guillotine's grasp, or free from my guillotine's, you know, the Guillotine Axe's rage? Hatred? I don't know. It's not sentient, it's the guy wielding it that has the hatred, but I'm feeling pretty alright at the moment. There's not much hatred to be, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? To sort of outwardly project, but not quite in that way. Either way, I'm not upset. And so no one needs to feel my upsetness. To speak in juvenile terms. So because I was using some Stones of Ephemeral Eyes back there, I will of course pick that one up, and also the one down here, although it does cause me to take a little bit longer to get to the boss, because it's a little bit of a sidetrack from what we're doing, but again, Stones of Ephemeral Eyes are very important, so I will most certainly pick up all the ones that are on offer in my general vicinity. Lockdown and quarantine is gamer's dream, yeah, exactly. I mean, going into destitution is perhaps not a gamer's dream, but yeah, that's not really a risk for me, fortunately. But certainly, I hesitate to make jokes about it because some people are really not well off as a result. Like, some people's lives are in the process of being ruined right now, so for me, I don't really feel good joking about it, saying, oh, I can just be indoors all day for weeks. How great is that? Well, you know, some people's lifelong dreams and businesses have been just destroyed, so I don't know. I mean, they'll probably get back on their feet eventually, but it's not a good time at the moment. Here we go. Kill this guy. And then his little magic aura disappears with him. Again, I have not fought this boss with that guy alive. I do not know if he makes it impossible to kill the boss, or if he just makes it harder to kill the boss. I have yet to give it a try, for obvious reasons, because I'm not so interested that I'm going to risk failing to kill the boss, so... Okay, I'll get this Widow's Lotus. Well, he does not answer my question. I posed two possibilities, so he does is very confusing as a response. But, anyway. Let's backstab you. Seeing as though you're giving me such an opportunity. How do you like that? It's the first time in a while I've been dealing so much damage to this bitch. She's usually giving me a bit of a hard time. Anyway. Yeah, people are actually dying, and I guess that's a problem, but... Yeah, it's easy to... Like, if you're not in the group that's at risk, it's easy to feel perfectly fine about it, but... I don't really feel perfectly fine, because, you know, it's very easy to actually get the virus and have no symptoms. And if you go and visit your grandparents, well, you might end up killing them. Fun. Not. But, anyway. Really? So if you don't kill that guy, she will revive over and over once you've taken her health to 0. That is horrendous. That is actually horrendous. What a terrible thing to do. Yeah, I really can't get through that. I didn't think I could, but I tried anyway. Alright, we should be able to kill her now. No, don't interrupt me, guys. Seriously, like, I know she's the object of your fantasies, but let's just get real. She's dying, and you're dying too. Just bring a little reality into the situation, you know. Are there any other items around here? I don't think so. Am I seeing something glowing over there? I am. Let's go. No, it's from the guys that I just killed. They're not going to give me anything interesting. There's a baby's nail behind that altar, but yeah, obviously I'm not too interested in it. Okay. And with that, we can go ahead and return to the Nexus. And we don't have too many souls to actually level up with. We've only been given 16,000 because this is the first boss of World 3. And indeed the amount of souls that you get is not great because it's sort of a lower level boss. But anyway, we're not going to need the Dull Demon Soul, so I think we will consume that. I'll go and equip these 2 souls one memento while I do that. And then once I level up, we will complete the stream, or conclude the stream at that time. Complete the stream. Alright. And also the Dull Demon Soul, because we're not really going to use that for anything. Again, we are not using magic, so there is no reason for us to have that. Because you can't see the soul counter, I will tell you what we have. We currently have 30,000 souls, which should be enough to level up twice, I think. If not twice, then once, at least. Where the, oh, I think she's up there. If I can't see her, she's probably sitting down up here. Yes, she is. I will seek soul power with you, my love. No. I'm not going to call you my love. I didn't mean to say it as in, like, I find her attractive. I meant, like, more like saying, yeah, okay, love. No problem, love. That sort of thing. So, generally, you wouldn't go so far as to say my love when saying that. But anyway. We are not going to be able to get 2 level ups, unfortunately. So, what stat am I going to increase? Strength. Okay. And with that, that is the end of this live stream, guys. In terms of what we will be taking care of in the next video, I really couldn't say. Probably just continuing through the Archstones as usual, or as normal. And I'm probably going to try and do some Greystone farming off camera. So, in terms of the levels of the weapons, and what they're going to be when I next record, I really am not sure. I'm probably going to have the Night Sword in the Crushing Path by that time. But, yeah. For now, I do thank you all for watching, thank you all for joining, and yeah, I'm glad you managed to tune in this time at the very least, Artuli. But yeah, it has indeed come to an end, because if I continue to stream I will waste away into hunger, and yeah, hope you catch me next time as well. I'll see you all next time I'm recording. Bye bye.